Good evening, sir. Vishal, sir. Welcome.
Good evening, Vishal sir. Welcome.
Okay.
Yeah, good evening,
So,
ma'am. Good evening, Mukta, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
yeah. So, good evening, everyone. I welcome you all on behalf of GEG Surat and Ghaziabad. And from now onwards, Ghaziabad and Surat will be collaborating together for all the sessions. So, a warm welcome to all. So, I will introduce myself. So, good evening, everyone. I'm Mrs. Panna Gandhi, founder and leader of Surat. And today with us is our mentor, Dr. Vishal Varia. Hello, sir. Good evening. And it is great to see you here with our first session. I also welcome Mukta ma'am. She is the founder and leader of GEG Ghaziabad. So welcome, ma'am. So
Thank you, ma'am. Hello,
without
everyone.
wasting any time, I will be talking about today. We are going to learn how to create classroom, join our people, our students in that, and how to organize our classroom, how to be more effective teacher in an organized manner. Is it fine, ma'am? Mukta ma'am, shall I go ahead?
Ma'am, your screen somewhere it's not visible.
Yeah, yeah. I think something is problem. Just a minute.
So till the time Panna ma'am is setting it out, I am Mukta Sablok, founder and uh, leader of GG Ghaziabad. I welcome all of you. Vishal sir is here, and we are very glad that she has joined us for our session. He is our mentor, and with from whom we have started learning our this journey started our journey. So welcome Vishal sir and welcome everyone to this session. As ma'am has already told me, you all that from now onwards GG Ghaziabad and Surat will be having like collaborative sessions. Yes, thank you sir. Every Saturday 5 to 6 p.m. I hope it is like it will work because having separate sessions on the same day, it won't be able to like justify what we are doing. Yes, Vishal sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, yes, Rachna ma'am, you want to say something? Yeah, yeah, Panna ma'am, it's visible now. Oh,
It's visible?
yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay,
you
fine,
can just present your screen.
fine.
So
So already we both have introduced ourselves. I'll just start presentation. Okay. So the agenda is why we want to learn about Google Classroom, its importance, what is this Google Classroom, how and why it is useful for educators, and what are the benefits of Google Classroom for 21st century work habits. And lastly, I'll give you a live demo on it. So let me talk about first Google Classroom. It is a collaborative tool for teachers and students that helps organize and streamline the classroom experience. It is a learning management system that allows teachers to make announcements and to integrate content and assignments that they create into their online lessons. It serves as a way for teachers to curate material from the internet or outside resources. It's a wonderful tool, and you with this tool you are able to see who's completed the assignment, when they have submitted, who's still working on the assignment, what are their grades, everything instantly you can see and give them the feedbacks. You also can differentiate with your different cater to differentiation in your classroom with the help of Google Classroom as well, that I'll be showing to you. You can also comment them on their assignments as soon as they finish their work. Google Classroom also utilizes Google Calendar and Gmail to help teachers stay in touch with students and their parents. So there is a guardian support also. If you are using the domain of school, Google Workspace domain from school side, then you have that facility as well, but not in personal. So, getting started with Google Classroom. So, whenever you go and land up with your first page and you type www.classroom.google.com, then you will have this sort of page wherein you will see two first step where you will see how you have to register yourself. So being a teacher, of course, you have to select teacher. Why I'm showing this page? Because this won't be available for me as I have already logged in as a teacher. So let me take you to the classroom now and start giving a demo to you. Okay, let me check the, yeah, fine. So beginning from the first step, I will show you. So whenever you first log in, when you type in your Omni box, www.classroom.google.in.com, and then you will, yeah, you will land up with the page wherein you have Google Classroom. So this is the page which is for your Google Classroom. Now see, it is already, this is my another account. So it is telling me that you have to sign in for Google Workspace. So this is how you land up on your page. And after joining, what you have to do, the first step you have to do is, here can you see the plus sign? There you can just click on, and when you click on there, you have two options: join the classroom and create the classroom. Being a teacher, you will create the classroom, and for students the option will be only to join the classroom. That is the reason you have to select as a teacher. You can also go into this land up to, sorry, this page by going from your email box, also from your Gmail. Can you see this waffle here? So when you see in this waffle, 1 minute please. Yeah, this 9 dots that we call as waffle, when you click on that, and if you scroll down, you can see the Google Classroom icon here. And when you click on this, then too you will also, you will land up to this page which I already have gone through. So let us first create a classroom. So I'll click on create. I will give the name as demo. And then if you have sections, you can write sections. If you have subject, you can write subject. And rooms, if you want to bifurcate it, go ahead and click on create. Sometimes it takes a bit time, and then your classroom is created. So this is my classroom which is created. Now this first page, okay, is here you have four options: stream, classwork, people, and grades. So this is the option which, as a teacher account, if you are signing in, you will have all these options. But if you're signing with a student account, then you won't have all these options. You will have only three options, that is stream, classwork, and people. So your students, when when they join, they have that type of interface where they will not see the grades actually. Now, when you create your classroom, the first step you have to see is, you can see here your classroom code. When you click on this you will get a code which is already given by the classroom interface by the Google itself. So when you want to ask your children to join in, you can just copy this invite link. You can copy as a link. You can give here this code, also copy this code and give it through WhatsApp or email, or you can also direct, so students will be directly joining it, or you can send an invite link which is already here, and that also you can go. And the third option is, you can send them through an invitation that I'll be showing you how. Now this is my Google Workspace account. So I'm also having here the Meet link. From directly from here, I can also give them the invite link. Can you see here? I can give the Meet link from here directly and instantly start the meeting as well whenever I want. But if you are not using your Google Workspace account, then the domain, then you won't have this Meet link. So that is the option. Now next is the theme, choosing the theme. So now when I click on select, I have various themes. I can choose my themes as per my subject. I like there are various options: English, maths, arts, sports, and other. I can also select as my uploaded if I want to. If I want an any other theme, then also I can do select that. Okay, so that is how you can select your theme. So let us select as uh, okay, I am selecting this, and select your classroom theme. And when I select it, the theme changes. You can also upload a photo if you want to specifically design your classroom with logo. Then you can upload a photo from your desktop wherever you have. So that will also that can be also done. So suppose if I have this, uh, and I'm choosing it, then see, it will take a bit time, and your classroom can be created with that as well. You can adjust it like this, how big you want, how small you want, or everything you can do with it, and then select, and it will change. Can you see it? It has changed. So the way you want, you can change your theme. The next step is you have the stream option where you can directly announce your announcements, make an announcement to your students, whatever you want. Now, before going ahead, let me show you the settings. So after creating a class, first you should go to your settings and do some settings there. So when you click on settings, the general settings you have is turn on your invite code. So that is always there. If you want to change that invite code, or if you want to click on it, you click turn off, then also it can be. Sometimes if you feel that I'm facing a problem, students are floating my this code to everyone, or anybody else is joining without this, then you can change the code after distributing to the students, or you can turn off, so no one can uh, enter in your classroom without any permission. Then, so that is here, the option is display your class code, so that you can turn off or turn on. Now in the stream section, students can post comments. There are three options. Students can post comments, students can only comment, and only teachers can post or comment. So if, of course, if you are a teacher, then you might want your teachers to only you to post a comment and no one else. But sometimes if you feel there is a discussion going on, there should be some, you are handling with senior students, you're teaching 11th 12th grade, and students also want to comment sometimes, then you can keep that option as well. Students can post and comment. So I'm right now leaving that. So as I said, if you are using the domain, Google Workspace domain, then you have this Meet included in this. You also have here grading things, where you can select whatever way you want, overall grade or total point or weightage by category. So I am currently leaving as it is, as I want. And then finally, you can just save. Now already I have made no changes, so I don't have any option here. Let me just write here. Okay, so when I'm entering something or doing some changes, you will have here a button, save button, which is and lighted. So just click on it and your changes are saved, and you will see the same changes on your theme page also. Now, when you want to make an announcement, so click on this. For the first time, when you are making the announcement, you can just say, welcome to my class to learn more. Classroom. So when you make, okay. So when you make an announcement, then you have options here. You can write it in bold, you can italic, you can underline it, you can put bullets, whatever you want. you can also add something if you want a material to be added, or a poster you want to be added, or video link from your drive, from your any of the file. If you want to attach, you cannot you want to attach a YouTube link, whatever you want to attach, you can attach from here and send it to your classroom. Suppose I want my students to watch a video based on Google Classroom or whatever it is. Suppose I want to, so what I can do is I can just go on YouTube, search for the right video, whichever I want. Okay. Figures of speech in English. Sorry. Suppose I want my students, being an English teacher, I want my students to watch this particular video. So what I will do is I will just take that video link from here. And I can go directly, paste the link here. See, you get the video here and choose that, and it has already been added. After doing that, how you will post? So you there also you have three options. You want to post it now, you want to schedule your post, like you want to send it later with the date and all, or you want to just save it. You can save it. Suppose if you want to schedule, then when you want to schedule, I can just choose the next date. Suppose I want this video to send the students on Tuesday, so I will do that. I will schedule it and leave it. So my draft is already saved. Where it went? Yeah. So my post is already saved. And then I can send it on Tuesday. So this is how you make an announcement. Now, since I have only one classroom here, it is not showing. But suppose if I have, I will show you another one. Just a second, please. Yeah, if I have too many classrooms, then maybe this will also not show. If you have more classrooms on one in your account here, right now I have only one, so then it will show you all the classrooms here, and you all your students whoever are there, they will be also shown. Now currently I have Mukta ma'am as a student in my classroom, so I can show her she is also visible here, and the other students also. Okay, so now this is my announcement where which I can make from the stream. How can I join my students or add my students? So when I click on, 1 minute. Okay. So how to join your students? So when you go on people, then you can add your another teacher as a collaborator. Suppose I want another teacher to be added here. Suppose I am adding suppose I am adding this teacher as a collaborator, and I send her an invitation. That teacher will be getting the link to join, and then when she is already added, this will be popping up. Okay, currently the invitation has gone through email. If I want to give her an reminder or give her a separate email saying that please join this classroom, then I can also send her the email directly from here, and my Gmail account will be opening. So this is how you can send the email directly. Okay, so there when you click on this three dots, it is called snowman. So if you want to remove your collaborator, that also you can do. You can email directly from here. Now your students also, similarly, you can add your students here by typing their names. or you can send them this invite link, copy your invite link and send the link in the mail if you want, or through WhatsApp or whatever way you want. And so that way also your students can join. So there are 2 3 options how your students can join your classroom. And once they are added, you can, again you have here directly, if you want to email a student particularly giving some message, completing like complete your work, you don't want that give that message to every student, so you can directly email from here. You can remove any student if any student is, if you think that this student is an outsider, someone else has added it, you can remove that. And similarly, whatever you want, you can go and create differentiation classroom or in class your classroom also through this option, because you have here the options of particularly emailing the students. Now let's go to classroom. So how you will give any assignments,
But
ma'am?
ma'am, just 1 second. There
Yeah,
is a
there is.
question popping up
Yes, ma'am.
that once if the students upload any assignment, can be they will be able to delete the uploading also.
If they have submitted, then they are not able to delete, because it is already submitted. Then you will see that requesting rights will be there, you have to give the rights for that as a teacher, because once it is uploaded, then it you cannot delete. Yeah, the student can delete his or her assignment from his classroom folder, but not the submitted ones.
Yes.
Okay.
And the question again is that is it necessary to download the students' work? See, teachers, it is dependent on how you want. Like this time, 10th and 12th notebooks, we have to save it for our CBSE work. Like this is a practical example I'm giving. So definitely we are saving each and every. Otherwise, for lower grades where we do not want it for future reference, it's not necessary to download it. And there are options for checking the PDFs also in the classroom, which we will be discussing later on. Yes, Panna ma'am. Panna ma'am, it would be great, I think, if you will share the stream code so that teachers, so those who want, they can join and see the classroom on their own. What say? If you can share the stream link so that the teachers,
Screen link.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that the teachers, those who want to join, they can join as a student.
Okay. So
Yes,
shall I
teachers?
share this classroom link?
Yes, classroom link. So
Okay.
teachers, if you want to join this class where Panna ma'am is working as a student, so that you can see the students view, as I have also joined, Panna ma'am was showing, so that you will be able to see how every assignment will be visible on the student stream. Yes.
So I should yeah, yeah, please go to your classroom and join through this link. Go to www.classroom.google.com and you can join this through, I will just copy it and put it in the chat box.
You can also copy invite link. And one thing more, if you are working through mobile phone, then you need to install Classroom through Play Store.
Yes.
If you are working for on right now on mobile phone, if you are working through laptop or desktop, then so you just open classroom.google.com and Panna ma'am has created the class. You just have to join this class.
Okay.
But if you are working for mobile phone, you have to install. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I will just put this link in the chat box. Yeah. So those who want to join, please join. Okay. So going ahead, shall I continue further?
Yes. Rachna ma'am, about work privacy, what you are asking is that it is in your with Gmail ID you have created the account like Classroom. It is saved in that Gmail ID. The work is saved in that Gmail ID. So it is with you. Till the time you are giving your ID password to anybody, your work is saved. The student's work is saved. Yes, Panna ma'am?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Please go ahead.
So whichever, like I have 2-3 accounts, so you can see I have 2-3 classrooms. Okay. So the account which you are using to log into your classroom, that in that account drive folder, everything will be saved. Okay. In your drive, in your class drive folder, everything will be saved. Whatever you have your things in your this account, and that is associated with your Google account. So no, it is very safe, and it is only for you. Nobody else can see or use it without your permission.
And for this, that students can see each other works if they are posting it in stream option. But like next Panna ma'am is showing to work on classwork option, then
Yes.
students won't be able to see each other works.
Yeah.
No students won't be able to have access to each other works.
Yeah.
Only
That's the,
teacher will be able to see it.
that's
Please
the reason.
continue. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
that's the reason I said that in when you're doing the settings, first you go on setting, and you as a teacher you can just choose that only teachers can post. So that stream option, in your stream option, stream here, you can just make the announcement wherein everybody can see and post everybody can see, and you can post whatever you want. Nobody else can post. So that options you can have, that rights with you can have with you only. In the classroom, students have the access to post, but everybody will not be able to see others work. The comments you can see, but not the work what they have submitted. So how to create now? So click on this create. You have a lot of options. You can share the material, something. If you want to say that you have a file or a syllabus which you want to just share with the students, you click on material, and you can share that from your drive. Okay. But if you don't currently, this is my domain which is not used for my classes, so I will not have anything else here. So I will won't be able to see the show you some material. Let me check it if I'm having any files. Yeah. So if you want to upload it from here, from your desktop, then also you can upload it. If you want to share it from your drive, you can share it from your drive, whatever material you have. Suppose I have this material, I can click on it, I can insert it as a material, okay, and copy of this. So this is the material which can be seen, and the students will be just able to read them. Not they cannot download or do anything else. If you want to, if you want your students to use this material and write an essay. Suppose I want them to write an essay, so I will write here. Give it the title as essay on the recent is the Independence Day. Independence Day, then I can give them the description. Please, sorry. Please use the file shared and write essay in your own words. Okay, so what they are going to do is they are just going to use this for as a reading material, and then if I want them to write the essay in the document which I have shared them with some templates also, what I can do is I can just create here a document which automatically will be shared with them, the document also. So I'm giving here the name as essay, or you can just taking time to load. Just a second. Okay. So you can ask your students to write their name also if you want that identification, that whose is this. So you can just ask there to write your name. So students can just, because this will students will have access to edit as well, and it is already shared with you. So students will write their name in this document, and then you have here option of just a okay. So this is how the material is created. So you are sharing as a material. Now another option is if you want to share them with the assignment. So if you want to give them an assignment, so same way, if you want to give an essay writing, essay.
Assignment option is used if you
Yeah.
want the students to upload their PDF. Like we are giving them question answers and they are writing it. They are not coming to school, so they are not writing it in their notebooks. So when you will give something in assignment option, the student will get the option to upload it also.
Yes.
So
Oh,
if you will see here, those who have joined, I am looking that a few teachers have joined this Google Classroom of Panna ma'am. So you will be getting an upload option also, where you can upload PDF, any image or whatever, like whatever, many types of Excel file, Word file, any type of document you can upload. Uh, in the when the teacher is giving it as an assignment, so there is a difference between material and assignment.
yes. So that's why I just showed you the assignment, and for complete process, I will be showing here as an assignment. Material is different, assignment is different. So suppose I want my students to watch a video. Okay. So what I can do is, as I showed you before, I can just share them here as an YouTube link from here. Global warming. Sorry. And if I'm searching, see, I can get here n number of things. And if I want to select this, I can add it. So previously I showed you how can share through link also. If you want, you can share it, and directly you want to search from here the video and add it, that also you can do. So you do it again. As I said, you want to create the document, and then you want to ask students to write in that, so you can do that. If you want students to prepare for science teachers especially, if you want to ask students to prepare a presentation on their understanding, that also you can do. You can share the sheet for maths teachers. If you want something to uh, insert in that, then you can do that. Drawing also, if you want something, the diagram students want to draw and share with you, that also you can do. So there are options of forms, drawing, sheet, slides, and docs, which you can create from here and share it with the students. So I have the option of, I'm doing the document. Okay. So now I will show you what is the main difference. When you upload anything or give as an assignment, then you have your option as students can view the file, students can edit the file, or make a copy for each student. So this is the major difference in the assignment. When you give it as an assignment with to the students, with any extra material which you want to show, want them to see, and then go ahead. So I will click on this, make a copy for each student. So what will happen is each student will be able to create a copy for them and then submit me later on. And then after that, as I said, again, I have here option of many classes. If I have 2 3 classes, like 11th A, 11th B, 12th A, 12th B, 10th, 9th, so many classes if I have, then I have options here to send to all the students. If I have 3 classes of same grades, okay, 11th, 12th A, 12th B, then I can directly choose both the classes from here, and I can choose all the students from here and give them. See, now I have here all the students here which have joined my classroom. So suppose if I want that, I don't want to give these assignments to all the students, I want to cater to differentiation, and I think that my this 3 students are needs extra practice, so I can just choose these 3 students and give them the assignment. So this is how you can cater to differentiation as well. So currently I have created all students. If you want to give them the points, then also you can do that. How much point you want to give, then you can select the due date when you want them to submit. So suppose I want them to submit by 10th, I will choose that. I want to give them specific time, then I can choose that time as well, that by morning, by 10 a.m. So that also can be done. So automatically you have the specific time. Afterwards, if they are submitting, automatically they will be getting the notification, or they will be seeing as due. Okay. If it is pending, then they will see as due. And sometimes, so they have exactly the time when they have to submit. Then creating the topic. Now why it is very necessary, so that you can keep it organized. So if I want to create my topic this as writing practice. Okay. So if I want to create this as writing practice, so I have given the topic, then what will happen, that I will show you later. Now, if you want to give any rubric for this, so you can also create a rubric or upload a rubric which you have directly from there. Now, in the rubric also, you always know that a rubric is created from ascending to descending or descending to ascending. So currently I'm choosing descending to ascending. So it should have 3-4 criteria. So suppose my essay first criteria I want to give as based on content. And if I want to give them the description as having at least 5 adjective and 6 or 7 adverbs. So if I have given this criteria, then it will be going as like that. And here I am, as I said, we have to give it in a hierarchy manner. So title, excellent. Again, sorry, excellent. So if I want to give them further description, then fine. Now, can you see here again 3 options? Always look for the 3 options which you have here. So you can also delete this level if you want, but I don't want to delete. So this is fine. Now I want to give the another option. So here again, so this will be 3. That is
Excuse me, somebody has written the message unable to hear. Anybody else? Because I am able to hear what Panna ma'am is saying very clearly.
yes.
Anybody else
Clearly
who is
audible. Mukta ma'am, this is
okay?
Sasha. It
Thank
is
you.
clearly audible.
Thank you, ma'am. Ruchi ma'am,
Okay.
maybe there is some technical fault at your end. You can check at your end, please. Uh, thank you, ma'am. Thanks, teachers, for giving me.
So again, level, very good. Next, for 2, good. And the last one, that is 1 point for satisfactory. So this is how you create. Now this is just one example. Of course, your rubric, you all know that you have more criteria, so you can go ahead with the next one. Okay, and click on save. What is this asking? Oh, since I have this one, that's why I don't want this. Okay, so let me click on this card. Okay, so this is how your rubric also is created directly in the Google Classroom, and then you click on assign, and your students will have this assignment there with them. Now, how does it look? I will show you. So this is my first assignment. Now, suppose if I want to edit this assignment, I can edit it, I can delete it, and I can copy the link as well again. Okay. Now, if I have 2, 3 assignments here, you can see the 2 options which are yet in a very light color. It is not popped up. Why? Because I have only 1 assignment. But if I have more than 1 assignment, you will have your move up and down. So if you want to uh, if you have created 5 to 6 assignments beforehand, and then you want to give them later, or you want to re-give any assignment, then you can take it to up or down. If you want to be more organized and keep the assignments according to the order, or whatever you want, so you can go take your assignment, move up, move down, you can delete, you can edit, and further on. Here also, if you want to rename, then you can rename your topic. If you want to delete and copy the link, that is option. Now, as I said, writing practice, why I have given this title. So can you see here all topics? So you will, if you are creating a topic for your assignment, then whenever now henceforth you will, if you are giving them any essay writing or writing practice, like a comprehension, or for writing skills, improving the writing skills, whatever you feel the category is, so that will be going in writing practice. So you just click on that, so all your assignments will be under this category. So you can create such various topics here with different names, like writing practice, then reading practice, or grammar skills. So whatever you want, all 4 skills, you can create the topics and give the assignments in that form. You can directly go from here for meeting also if you want. Now this Google Calendar, this calendar is of your classroom calendar, where if you have various things, it will be showing here. Right now I have only 1 class, so it is not showing, it will not show you much, but directly you can go from here and see your classroom, what all you have, which classes you have. Then this is your class folder, which I said. So if you click on that, your assignment will be seen in that classroom. See, this is my classroom folder. Similarly, students will also have this type of classroom folder, wherein they will be seeing all their materials which are saved there. This is in my drive, which is already in my, see, this is in my drive. Okay, so if I go, this is my classroom folder. So if I go there, and can you see here? Can you see this demo class? So this is my classroom folder in my drive. That was my class drive, and this is my drive, which we can go from, use it from our Gmail account as well. So there are various folders in my drive. In that, this is one of the drive folder, which is connected with my classroom, Google Classroom folder. You can check it again, so you will understand better that this is my classroom folder. So this is how it is. Yes, ma'am. Can you anything else would you like to add in, ma'am? How to create for grades?
Yes, first of all, we'll ask if any questions, because I saw one or two teachers have raised their hands. So
yes,
let me ask. And the teachers who have joined the classroom, are you being able to see like how it appears from there? Are you being able to see your upload option? Please tell us. Rachna ma'am, your hand is raised. Do you want to ask any question? Could you please go ahead? Rachna ma'am? I think it's just anybody else who wants to ask anything?
Yeah, any questions?
Any questions you can ask teachers? Ma'am has explained it pretty well. So thanks a lot. So
yeah, she has raised hand again.
Yeah, Rachna ma'am, Deepthi ma'am, please, if you want to ask anything, you can ask. No, I don't think so.
Thank you.
Yes,
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sure. Please go ahead.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening. Thank you so much. I wanted to ask, in our school, we had created one classroom for one class.
Okay.
and section.
Mhm.
So when I uploaded, there was every other folder created by rest of the teachers. For social science, I created mine.
Mhm.
And then because they were co-teachers, so I don't know, maybe by mistake, somebody deleted my folder. I mean, all
Okay.
the notes that I uploaded, and students had they had um, submitted their assignments. It
Mhm.
everything got deleted,
Oh, oh.
and it got deleted from the Google Drive also. So does it really happens? I wasn't able to
See, I am also
retrieve.
using it from last session. We are using Google Classroom from last session. See, practically, I have not faced any of this issue. Being an IT person, I am looking from grade nursery to 12th, all the Google Classroom. But if it is deleted from Drive, that means maybe somebody intentionally has deleted it, because
Okay.
it doesn't happen. Otherwise, you
Okay.
can check it into your trash folder if it
Yeah.
can be retrieved. But now trash is also can be retrieved only within a certain time limit.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
previously, though, it was that it's just like our recycle bin that you can retrieve it any like after any day. But now they have Google has set a particular time limit that during 30 days only of on removing it, you can only retrieve that option.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can also check your drive, the activity timeline. Wait, I'll show
Where
you.
it can be, huh? Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am. Yes,
I'll
ma'am.
just show you. Can you see the circle here?
Yes, ma'am.
If you click on that, you have your details of your folder, whichever you want. And here you have the activity list. Okay. So if it
Okay.
is not too old, then you can check it that who has done that and try taking it back from there. Okay. If you have that folder, you can do
Okay,
that.
ma'am.
Another option is you can and also check to version history if that is there. Suppose I will show you what is version history means. Suppose this is my 1 minute. Okay. Now this is particular this presentation. Now if I want this presentation which is deleted something, then I can click on this file and go to version history and see my version history and retake it back. But that is available only till certain time if you want. See, now I have here the dates: 7th August, 5th August. Before that also, see, all dates are there. So as per the date, I can get back that version, that thing according to the date which I want. Okay, but then that is possible only if you have certain things in your otherwise it is not possible. If it
Okay,
is
ma'am.
deleted, the complete thing is deleted from your drive, I don't think so it is available. Just check the trash
Sure.
as man said.
Sure, sure. And I would
Okay.
also would like to know how other teachers are doing. I mean, as in for one class, have they have created one Google Classroom, or like for their subject wise, they have created Google
Actually,
Classrooms?
it should be subject wise, ma'am, so that everything is like in one classroom you can have subjects wise classes. Like suppose, let me go to my class.
See, if you are using it for your like your personal account, then you can have it subject wise. But like in our school, we are using official accounts. So official our management has created it class wise. So we don't have any option for that. We are using class wise.
Yes, in see,
Okay,
but
okay, ma'am.
what I mean to say was like this is my English class. Okay, this is for my. I can create another class for saying math. So math teacher will use only that class. Are you getting my point? My
Yes, yes, ma'am.
classroom is this, but subject classes can be created separately. Suppose this is, as I said, English. Second, I can create as math class, which is for math teacher. Okay. And if you have not given any rights with this classroom, I don't think so that teacher will be able to use. You have to restrict the rights, certain rights in the classroom also. Are you getting? Suppose let us see, as you said, yeah. So you can check it in the that drive trash folder if you can, in the archive also, if you can, if you want, you can see that you will get the option of archive here. Whatever classes you're archived, see, I have my 2 classes archived, which I can take it back. So you can check it out there also and get it back.
Archive option is for full class if you want to remove from your, like,
Yes.
that's the archive option, and we can retrieve it back also if we want.
Yes. Okay, so I have completed till that. Now, last part is about grades. If you want to have the grades after submission, as I said, see, I have created this assignment and I have given the points. So I have these students. Now, if they, when they submit, if I have checked that, so here I can give them the marks also. Okay, if I want to give them the as 80, and then I have given this mark. So accordingly, this will be there. And at the last, you can just complete this whole record. You can take it in your sheet also, which can be imported to that. So this is what all we have done with the classroom, I guess. Ma'am, anything is left out?
No, ma'am, this is, you have done wonderfully. Everything you have covered. Just if you can show people option where student, that also I think you have showed.
Yeah, I have
I'm so
shown.
sorry.
Still,
Yes,
I'll just.
I
go
have,
ahead.
you have shown, because now
Yeah.
few teachers
Yeah.
have joined,
Yeah, yeah.
so we will be able to
Yeah.
more connect. Yes.
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 So you can
So-
see now people have joined. So you can see here the people they have joined. So if I want this person, if I want, I can click on that and I can email this student directly from here. If I want to remove the student, if he or she is causing suspend, like I want to suspend the student for some of the other reason for some days. Of course, as a teacher, we do not do, never do it. But if you are creating this classroom for some educators, and if you want to do this, you can do that. And you can mute also particular for some time. Are you getting that? You have also option of muting that for some days if you want to do it. You also have the option from here also directly. If you want to email everyone, you can click on all and directly send an email from here also. So this is all about people. I think everything is done.
And when we are checking it, we can also return our copies, checked PDFs back to the
Yes.
students in classwork option.
Yes.
Like PDFs, we can check, and we can, there is an option when we check it, there will be an option of returning it back. Like
Yes.
students have the option of turn in, so students will upload their work, and after checking, we will be having the option of return it back. After that, students will get the notification that ma'am has checked it. If we are checking it through PDF annotator, then students will also get, like we are doing papers, etc. We are taking like our answer sheets of PA1, PA2. We are taking through Google Classroom of many of the classes. So we
Yes.
are just checking it through PDF annotator and then writing the marks. And then, as ma'am has already told you, that where we can give the marks of the child, and after that we can return it, so the child will get a copy. So now, like, if we are not physically present, you are still checking all the notebooks of the child, giving the comments on it and returning it back also. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So I think the time is
And
over. Otherwise, if you
Anubhuti
want, I
ma'am
can
has
show
sent
that
us
one.
the,
Yes.
Anubhuti ma'am has already sent the attendance form. Thanks, Anubhuti ma'am. So you can just like before filling, before leaving, please fill up this form, and any questions you can ask.
Yeah.
Like now.
And if you want to check it, that one which I ma'am was saying how to return. Okay, I will just show you.
Let me show. I'll just.
I can try. Or ma'am, you can try which assignment I have given it to you by sharing your screen. Now here, now can you, if you can see, this is my class, which is as a student I have joined. So here I can see only 3 things: stream, classwork, and people. So in my classroom, as you got the assignment, I have various assignments, and if I can suppose, I will show you how to go ahead with that. See, I have submitted here my assignment, so it is seen here. I have turned in. So the children can do their work in the given assignment and then turn in, so it will come to you and then you can check it and return them back. So this is how it is.
One
done.
very important point which I want to add on is that ma'am has showed us the due date and time.
Yes.
So please remember, it's not that the students won't be able to submit it after the due date. They will
Yes.
be able to submit it, but the teacher will get a notification that submitted late. 5 minutes late bhi agar students has submitted, then it will give us the notification that submitted late. So if we are taking any test, etc., so we will come to know that the child has submitted late, but it's not that they'll not be able to submit it. And the due date, the student will get pop up in their classroom that due date is approaching, and when you will view your classroom, then also it will show you that this work you have given, so it will remind you that you have given this work and the due date is today or tomorrow or whatever assignments due date is not gone, that due dates will be there.
Yes.
So I think if we don't have any, sorry, one more question. We can create multiple classes. Yes, we can create multiple classes in
As
one.
I said just now.
Yes. During in one classroom with one Gmail ID classroom, we can create multiple classes, subject-wise also, and class-wise also. As one
Yes.
subject, class-wise also we can create.
So that is what I just showed you, right? One of the teacher had asked that this is had happened. So here I have created 2 class. So this can be for maths teacher and she can use it. This can be for English teacher, she can use it. So I can use all whatever 6, 7 subjects, 8 subjects I have. All the 8 subjects classrooms can be created here, and that can be used by respective sorry, respective teachers. So you will not have any problem also, and with the same account everyone can be collaborating. So as a class teacher, all this you will have the record of all the subject teachers as well, that what they are giving and what they are not giving as a class teacher. Okay, so that is also a good thing, because like if you are a head, I am the head, so sometimes as a head I ask the class teacher, in your class all the subjects are going well, everyone is submitting their work or not, so she can counter check with these classrooms as well, if she is a co-teacher, that this is the record and all the subject teachers have done this. So especially during the exam time, we go and ask all the teachers, you have given the timetable, she has given the syllabus, this subject teacher has given the syllabus. So this is how we can check it through Google Classroom as well, whether it is uploaded or not. So various classes can be done. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining
Thanks,
today.
everyone. So this is the attendance form, and you will be getting your certificate. Oh,
Certificate as
thank
well,
you.
yes.
Dimple ma'am has received the certificate. Thanks a lot.